On the channel from the Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine series, we got Wolverine, we got Deadpool, we got Headpool, and we got Logan.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a triple threat from the Wolverine Deadpool movie. We got Wolverine, we got Deadpool, we got Logan, and we got Headpool. But of course, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there. And of course, Jay's Toys and Games had these in stock. I picked them up. Still may be available. A little bit late to getting around to these. There's been so much stuff as we finish off the end of the year. Did my toy room tour, did my collection tour, did all of that, and deep into best of mode for 2024. So some of these things are getting out there a little bit later than usual. That's where Patreon can help you out with some videos a lot earlier than traditional YouTube a lot of the time. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I, of course, growing up in the 80s and then especially the 90s was the heart of my comic reading days. Deadpool coming on the scene back then, part of New Mutants and X-Force and the Toy Biz Toys. And of course, Wolverine and the X-Men between animated series comics. It was a wild time to be a fan of course, comic books. So when Deadpool and Wolverine come together, really speaks back to my childhood and my years definitely diving into comic books and stuff. So very fun to see a movie. Very fun to see a figure line of these figures here. And we're going to dive into it. We're going to start with Headpool and Logan. So they're pulling a little bit of that Orko, Prince Adam, Masters of the Universe Classics move back in the day, where Orko was sold and then there was Prince Adam laying down in the bottom of the package. I thought that was one of the coolest packaging designs I'd ever seen. So funny, so hilarious, because usually you would think Orko's the accessory, but no, Prince Adam was the accessory this time. Got a little of that here, I guess, kind of. But it does say Headpool first, then Logan, and Logan more in his street gear instead of his Wolverine gear here. Marvel Legends. Uniform packaging on these. Deadpool, Wolverine, of course. Headpool and Logan. Headpool on the side doing Headpool things. We'll compare it to a different Headpool, and we'll do some comparisons later on this video as well. On the back, a little bit of that cross-sell. A lot of jibber-jabber. Too much jibber-jabber here, if you ask me. But it does say Headpool is a floating, disembodied zombie head Deadpool. The merc with only a mouth. So there you go. There's a little bit for those that didn't know. Guess what? Now you do know. Now you do know. Pull him out. We got a very Deadpool-centric background there. You got rainbows, you got pictures, you got see you laters, goodbye. And now we're getting down to business here. Old Logan, old Headpool. Got some extra hands, a few other things here. Pull all this stuff out, maybe. Ooh, we got some super strong tape. Todd in front of for the couch. Might have you come over here and taste this tape, see if it's Cambodian. Only you will know. Only you will know officially. Well, let's get down to business. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we're going to start with the accessories first. We got two Fists of Fury here for Logan. He's got a temper, we know. He also has claws, and he can use them. If anything, the Toy Biz figures taught me back in the day. But two Fists of Fury for him right here. And then we got Logan ready to go. But we're going to start with Headpool since he's the main event, I guess, is we'll start with him. And we do get a little stand for him, nice little clear stand. And then basically you do have a head, a zombie head, just chilling. You got the beanie on top that does spin and move, very nice and tight. You can't really just spin it like you think you could, but it will move for you. Got that Flyboy hat going there, and then you got the Deadpool mask, some green zombie eyes, some ratty teeth going on. It is truly Headpool. So very cool, but not the first time we've seen Headpool in the Marvel Legends line. I do got the Headpool here from way back in the day. Big Pool. It's Bigfoot Headpool, I guess. But we've seen it before, but always cool. Going to be great on my movie shelf. So you guys, if you've seen, cheap plug for my toy collection tour, in my Marvel room, the top of my Billy bookcases all the way around is for all the MCU movies, things like that. And that's where he is going to go for me in the future. But he is typically the accessory here. It's a little tongue-in-cheek calling it out. The main event is truly going to be Logan in his street gear here. And gotta say, a good likeness on Hugh Jackman. Somebody hands me this head. I know this is Hugh Jackman at the end of the day. Looking very, very nice. I like the beard on him here. The disheveled hair a little bit. He's got a little bit of those wings like Wolverine has, of course. But looking very, very nice. Like a haggard, older Hugh Jackman is what it looks like. He's got a stoic mouth, kind of an angry face. 2 eyes, a nose, 2 ears, and a mouth. He's playing them human hits, maybe mutant hits. Who knows what kind of hits they are. He's got that going on right there. Now, he does got a nice jacket over the top, even some stuff in his pockets. He's packing some stuff away in the pockets, of course. Nice silverish, grayish jacket, I guess we'll call it on this one here. Getting down to the hands, of course, you got those Wolverine claws. Love these claws. Like these claws on him. Looking very, very nice. I believe they're the same claws we saw with the Hugh Jackman figures in the past. We'll do some of those comparisons in this very video, so definitely stay tuned for that. Getting down to some nice tan khaki type items, I guess we'll call those down here. And then in a plot twist, look at these blue shoes down here. I'm a man known as my red shoes, and I just bought some green shoes, trying to mix it up a little bit. But of course, he's got blue shoes down here. Looking very interesting with this outfit, I will say that. Now, articulation, head, back, forth, side to side, up and down. Head's going to be removable. Arms all the way around. Hands removable. Double jointed pinless elbows. You know I'm here for that. Hula hoop up top, plush traditional waist on him. Nice flannel underneath. Of course, he's Canadian, and Canadians love their flannel. They also love their denim. We know that. And then that, of course, brings us across the pond to the UK, where denim and leather brought us all together. But it was you, yes, I'm pointing at you, it was you that set the spirit free. Shout out to Biff Byford and Saxon, of course. Leg does go up, leg does go out, thigh cut, double jointed pin knees, and this is what I don't like about pins. They're ugly, they take your eyes away. A lot of people say, oh, pins are the way to go. Pinless is the way to go. I would rather have tighter joints that you could heat up or whatever than loose joints. And we got a loose leg right here, this pin one. Some little kid gets this. Mark Summers, you know those kids. You know how they are. You were on Double Dare for many years. You know how these kids are. They're terrible. They're terrible. They break this leg right here. Put a little pressure, snap this bad boy very easily. Way too loose right there. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of those ugly pins in there. Ankles up and down, side to side, the usual articulation. But a good-looking Hugh Jackman version of Logan here. I feel like you had to have that one. Shocked we didn't get a full-on Ryan Reynolds figure. I guess not. But will he fit on a ringside stand? It doesn't look like that's going to be in the cards here. It is not. Because Hugh Jackman, his hole's not big enough. Somebody needs to work on his holes. They just need to go in and out of those holes a few times, get those things stretched out. He'll be ready to go on a stand. But today, not going to happen for old Wolverine. You might have to grin and bear it, maybe. You can heat it up. I don't know. But it's not going to work, unfortunately. So there it is. Old Hugh Jackman right here, which I guess we'll go to Deadpool, then we'll go to Wolverine. We'll mix it up a little bit. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to go to Deadpool right here. Deadpool looking good, looking like what you think of with Deadpool. Now, you could almost mix this in as a comic Deadpool if you wanted to. Technically, obviously, movie, but pretty close looking on this one here. Nice red costume, and we got Deadpools in the past. Once again, we'll do some comparisons in a little bit later. You got a little Deadpool on the side. You got a little, oh, look at him. Look at him. So sassy. So sassy. The Merc with the mouth. Cross-sell, jibber-jabber. What's it say on the back? Having hung up the Deadpool suit after a midlife crisis, Wade Wilson is forced to wield the katanas once again to save his universe and finally find a higher purpose. So there you go. There you go. I'm going to pull him out. Same background we saw earlier. See you later. Goodbye. Like a young Craig Hodges at the three-point line. That's what that one was. Shout out to Craig Hodges. And there's old Deadpool there. We get hands. We get knives. We get katanas. But no pew-pews. No guns on this one. What are we doing here? We definitely got some sticky tape. I'm almost certain this is Cambodian tape from the McFarlane factory. Todd, like I said, you're going to have to come over here and lick this tape a little bit later just to make sure. We can't be having that Hasbro team stealing that McFarlane patented Cambodian tape. That is for sure. So we're going to pull Deadpool out. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business. Got a piece of tape that came with that hand. I'm going to stick that off to the side. And we got 2 extra hands here. We got 2 gripping hands, and then we got 2 trigger hands over here. Now, he does have 2 guns on the side. Now, that was a big thing that happened on the first release of this. Obviously, we'll bring it out, a little different color, but the guns would not come out. Will they come out this time? Oh, look at that. The pistols come out this time, so I'm very happy to report on that. Sliding right out. So there's the guns, there's the trigger hand. You got everything you'd want. So we got katanas, we got guns. It is all here. We got 2 trigger hands here if you do need them. And then we're going to dive over here, of course, to the rest of his weapons. I guess I'll make this as clean as possible here at this table. 2 katana blades of doom, silver handles, or silver blades, black handles on this one. Looking very nice. Ready to chop your head off if you need to. So we got that. And then we got a little switchblade, a little dagger here, sticks into his boot so you can store all this stuff. Of course, the katana store on the back of his backpack. Love it when we can store everything on the figures here. I almost feel like I'm doing a G.I. Joe Classified. And maybe I should put Deadpool with my Classified series. The crossover we all wanted. Flint and Deadpool. Oh, watch out. That would be a deadly combination. But you do got a little black blade there. Here for that, of course. But now we're diving into Deadpool himself. The Merc with the mouth. Old Wade Wilson. Looking good. No mistaking this for anybody. You know this is Deadpool all day long. Looks like Deadpool in the mask, everything. You got the red and black attack. Carries on throughout the full costume on this one here. Got a little bit of a backpack, of course, to hold those katanas. Talked about the holster for the black guns on the side. Looking really, really good. Got all kinds of pouches. He's got pockets for days. And then, of course, you got the Deadpool belt buckle on there, keeping it on brand. Black hands over here, I guess black gloved hands, what we'll call them. Got the straps over there on the thighs. You got the spot down here to put the knife in. Got the boots going on in black and red attack. Just all day long, it's Deadpool. When you think of Deadpool, this is probably what you think of. Now, his arms do go all the way around. Little butterfly shoulder action, that never hurt anybody. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows, smooth as butter. Hands back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Neck articulation. No, oh yeah, neck can move as well. So you got head and neck articulation in there. Ab crunch, smooth as butter, waist articulation. Those big old Deadpool splits. You are limited by those guns if they are in there, so you got to be careful on that. Leg does go up. Thigh cut, nicely hidden behind the straps. Double jointed pinless knees, feeling nice, looking nice. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. The usual Marvel Legend articulation. But how is Deadpool's hole? That's what I've always wondered. How tight is it? Can a stand, a peg fit in it? Can we peg Deadpool right here at the table? Well, what do you know? We can. We can peg him real good, and he'll take it all. He'll take the whole peg. That's what he'll do. Fitting in there. Old Deadpool, rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling. A must-have. Everybody loves a little bit of Deadpool, and everybody loves a Wolverine, so we went from Headpool, we went to Logan, we went to Deadpool. Now we go to the man, the myth, the legend, Wolverine, my favorite hero of all time. I was in that sweet spot where Wolverine was just on the lips of every kid on the old schoolyard, the old playground. Never left my lips from there. But it is, of course, a good movie, Wolverine. Not quite what I think of with Wolverine, especially with this costume, but it still does look cool. And you do get a Hugh Jackman head on the side as well. Deadpool, Wolverine, Wolverine, Marvel Legends. Wolverine on the side, Wolverine on the side. Same cross-sell, a little bit of blurb up here, and then jibber-jabber down low. A broken and shame-fueled Logan reluctantly joins Deadpool's side to fight for their survival and a shot at redemption. It could truly be a redemption song for those two. Pull out of the package. See you later, goodbye. Like a young Mark Price at the three-point line for the Cleveland Cavaliers back in the day, of course. And there it is, Wolverine looking good in the package. Got some extra hands for him locked behind that tape. There it is. Extra head, extra hands. Ready to go. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's dive into it. Now, of course, you got the claw hands. He's got claws. He can use them, but you got a fisted hand, gripping hand here. Claws in on this one. So choose your own adventure, however you want that one to end up going down. Now we're going to dive into the head sculpts between the two. So we do get Wolverine out of the package. Doesn't feel as Hugh Jackman-y in the face on this one. Got a little bit of stubble going there, of course. You got the wings going on nice and black, the white eyes, the yellow mask over the top with a little bit of black. No doubt it's Wolverine. I just don't necessarily think Hugh Jackman Wolverine with this one when I look at it straight on. Maybe you do. And then we do get the Hugh Jackman head here. Now I'm going to compare these two. Hopefully not the same head. Oh yeah, they're a little bit different. This one's more disheveled, like Al Bundy version of Wolverine, or Logan in this case, where this one is still a little bit disheveled, but a little bit more on the game. We're going to call it with that one there. But no mistaking this for Hugh Jackman. There's no fooling who that head is. Somebody hands you that head, you know it's Hugh Jackman. Articulation, arms all the way around on this one, bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows, you know I'm here for that. Some extra long claws on this one. It does feel very, very long on here. Arms back and forth, side to side. Ab crunch, smooth as butter. Waist articulation. Big old Wolvie splits if you need them. Leg does go up. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees, looking good there. ankles, back and forth, side to side, up and down. The usual articulation right here with Marvel Legends we've seen at the table today. But we do get Wolverine in his classic costume, and it's funny, I've said this before in Wolverine unboxings, I think most recently the Secret Wars unboxing, that when I think of Wolverine, I close my eyes late at night and I think of Wolverine, as many of us probably do. I think of him in that brown suit because when I first started reading Wolverine and seeing Wolverine, he was in his brown suit. Then he transitioned back to the yellow suit, which I felt like the yellow suit was new, but it was actually a throwback to his old suit. So playing with the mind of a young kid reading comics, but this is his more classic suit, as we do know, and I think most people in this day and age, this is what they think of with Wolverine instead of the brown suit, of course. But looking good. He's got those shoulder guards up top here. They do move out of the way. Forgot to mention the butterfly in the shoulders on this one as well. Blue and yellow across the board. He's truly a Michigan Wolverine is what he is. Got that X-Men logo on the belt. Looking very good. And then, of course, blue boots on this one to match the blue shoes down here, which maybe they aren't shoes. They're actually his blue boots. So he's wearing the blue boots underneath the khakis here is what he's doing on this one. And it's interesting, we got pin joints on these. The other two are pinless joints. So definitely approve of that one between the bunch. But a different Wolverine, but a very fun Wolverine right here. I actually like this one more than I thought I would. I wasn't totally sold looking at it in the package, but outside of the package, I like the smooth as butter joints on this one. It just feels very, very nice, of course, and I like the size of him. It's just one of those figures that feels really good in the hand playing around with. Not a bad figure here is this Wolverine version. Of course, will he fit on a stand? Yes, he does. He fits on a ringside collectible stand, once again, just like Deadpool. Unlike his other counterpart in Logan there, looking very nice. But I did say we had some comparisons to do. Now, we did get Colossus. We unboxed him on the channel already if we're building out the movie scenes right here. Now, we did get Deadpool before. Brighter red in the new one, a little bit darker red in this one. There's even another one, and I have that in my collection, a more smokier one, which I believe was an Amazon exclusive back in the day. Check out that review if you did miss it. But we do got Deadpool ×2 right here. But where we really shine is Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. We get the one from the last Logan movie where he died, we thought, I guess. Love this one. Love the blood on the claws on this one. Looking very, very sharp. Really like that a whole lot. Probably my favorite Hugh Jackman Wolverine is this version right here. Once again, a very fabulous looking figure. And then we got one more akin to this one. We got a little Wolverine in his street gear once again. So we got quite a few different versions of Hugh Jackman, which really, I think they're all warranted. We need more. I would love to see more X-Men related movie figures. We'll see what happens in the future here. But the Deadpool shelf, man, it's really being built out here. Of course, we got Negasonic Teenage Warhead before. We'll have to put those. There's a lot of figures to go on a Deadpool shelf, which isn't a bad deal. Would love to see a Juggernaut. Maybe even a wave with the Build-A-Figure Juggernaut. That would be pretty cool for the Deadpool line. Maybe in the future. We'll see what ends up happening here. But the three here from the Deadpool Wolverine movie, looking pretty good, feeling pretty good, all things considered. So there it is. A little Marvel Legends Wolverine Deadpool unboxing. I keep forgetting Headpool. How dare I? But Headpool as well. Probably going to be the best Marvel Legend figure of 2024. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But a pretty fun set right here, the Deadpool Wolverine movie figures. But what's your thoughts? Pickups, passes, long games, no games, I'm not so sure games? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on these ones. Once again, in the comments down below. And check out my Patreon for early access to both my YouTube channel videos. Check out ProWrestlingTees.com. Hit me up, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram, and of course, now on TikTok. So for Deadpool, Wolverine, and Headpool 2, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.